that. So now I want to let Kenzie take it from there. National Vice President Kenzie Hodges, welcome, welcome, all yours.
Hi, Dina. Hi, everybody. Thank you for having me. I'm so excited to share. Actually, this is one of my favorite things to do is share with other teams and just try and make a difference across the board in Arbonne. I have a sick child, so usually I'm like ready, look a little bit more presentable, but how cute, you guys. Can you see them? The jackets, the new Arbonne jackets. Have you seen these from the boutique? Yeah, so the zipper goes down the middle and it's the Arbonne A. They're so cool. So when you go check it out, I think a lot of people didn't know about them because I posted them on my Instagram and I was like, these are awesome. Okay, back to training. So I'm going to share snippets of my story and actually how I went region and nation last year, because I feel like it's a big piece of, and now I just realized my computer's dying, so I'm gonna have to switch to my phone. See, hot mess express. Anyone can do this business. So I am gonna share my story going region and nation, and then I'm gonna tie in some training about just mindset, belief, setting your emotions aside, and wrapping it up with just kind of keeping the main thing, because so often we overcomplicate it and we pursue titles. And I know a lot of you, from what Dina shared with me, you're pursuing, district manager, lower qualification this month. Duh, no brainer. Like, go after it. I remember hearing even 2,500, which was just strong qualification when I started this business. And I was like, oh, $2,500? Like, that's a lot of money. And so I didn't understand, when you don't understand the business model, it seems scary, but I promise you guys, it's belief. It's absolutely 100% belief. And so you just have to believe it and trust it and surrender it, and the rest happens. But I started my journey almost 4 years ago, like Dina said, and I said no to 7 other MLM companies. I said like hardcore no, like absolutely not. Or I don't think I was ever rude, but I was just like, no, I will never do one of those things. But at the time I was struggling, living paycheck to paycheck financially. Didn't have any extra to do anything, had to stress every single time we went to the grocery store, never got to do anything as a family. My ex-husband and I worked total opposite schedules. He worked super long hours, so we never spent time together. Beckham was two and a half at the time, I think. He's 5 now, so he must have been 2, and he'll be 6 this month. And then Ella, I now have, who is 2. So I remember thinking, okay, I've watched my parents give us everything as parents. They're incredible parents, but they lived very much within their comfort zone. And they lived very much on the safe side of things. And we didn't have a lot, but we were always taken care of. But I remember just thinking growing up, like, I just have something itching inside of me that needs to be let out. Like, I just knew I was meant to do big things. And you guys, I started this business as an introvert. I told my upline, Molly Croker, I had 3 friends, one which was my husband and my mom. And I hated leaving my house. I sweat so bad on calls, I'd have to change my shirt after. I'm not kidding. Like, I was so bad. My first month, I had 6 in-person presentations and I sold $0 at all 6. So I was not comfortable. I was not remotely good at what I did, and starting this business. But honestly, I just knew that I wasn't going to quit because nothing else offered me what potentially Arbonne was offering. And so I was like, okay, I'm not going back to school, because if I do, I could study consistently, go get a degree, but I'm still not guaranteed, if I showed up consistently for a degree, what an Arbonne MVP makes, right? Like, I knew that because I didn't even know what I wanted to go to school for, to be honest. So I dove in. My mom actually did not. My mom knew my upline from high school. So Molly Croker is now literally my best friend. We're like 25 years apart. And she didn't see my mom in 25 years. She asked my mom to take a look at it. My mom said no. And so she said, but my daughter's looking for something to make extra money. She's got, she's younger. She has a family. She's not currently very happy with what she's doing. She sounds like the same lifestyle. Like I loved working out. I was into nutrition. And I took care of myself and all the things. And so I just honestly was kind of forced against my will to meet with Molly, to be honest. And so I sat with her, and then I just loved Molly. So if anything, when you're having one-on-ones, if they're in person, on the phone, whatever it is, bring such joy and great energy that they just want to be around you. because that's what I wanted. I was looking for friends like that. I was looking for community like that. And I had never heard of the brand Arbonne. So I was like, I mean, there's no really strings attached, I guess. Why not? I'm not happy where I'm at, so we might as well give it a try. Promoted to district manager in the first few months. If you want to see what's typical, go to earnings.arbonne.com. I hung out at district manager for a hot minute. Like, some people are longer, that's fine. Some people are shorter. I know the last few years people have been moving and cruising, but I was a DM for the majority of my Arbonne career. So also brings hope, because a lot of people look at millennials and like, oh, you went nation in 2.5 seconds. I'm like, okay, I did not. I took my sweet time as district manager. And then I was about to promote to area, or maybe I was a fresh area manager, and my upline Molly said, this is not your purpose, Kenz. This is the vehicle to walk in your purpose. For me, it's women's ministry. Everyone's is different, but I knew I was called and born to do that. And that's, I knew I was sure of. Arbonne was still, belief was in and out, kind of like, I just didn't really figure out like, what is my role? What is my voice in this, I guess, is the biggest thing. So promoted to area manager consistently. This is going to tie into how I went region and nation, so don't worry. I consistently hit my area achiever award for like 6 to 8 months. And I remember thinking, and this was in 2020. So this was up through October of 2020. And I remember thinking, holy crap, we are never going to go region qual. Like, if we are coming so close, it's not happening. I was checking my QV. I'm not kidding you guys, like every 2 hours. Like, I swear, all 6 to 8 months. Like, I was obsessed with the QV. The sticky notes, videos, like every day of me trying, like taking off, like I was obsessed with the QV. I literally have in my archive, I should bring it up and post it sometime, to like just the picture, not the caption, but a picture in front of the QV sticky notes, falling short of region qual on, I think it's like the 1st of November. And I just had this mindset shift of like, I'm no longer focusing on QV. I'm not being obsessed with that. I'm focusing on lives changed. So new enrollments. And honestly, even if it's not a new 150 enrollment, like when we're goal setting as a team, like that's our main language. If you're taking a dinner to a family who just had a baby, that's a life changed. I want to hear about it in our team's chat. Like, if you're showing up and serving somewhere in your life, I want to hear about it from my team. And we celebrate those things. If it's a deodorant sale, I want to hear about it. Like, but when we break down the business side of things, we talk new enrollments. So yes, we understand $2,500 building blocks. We understand this month, don't sleep on district lower, like, why would you pass that up? Like, you guys, it's literally basically promoting is cut in half. And district, if you can go district, you can go nation. And district manager is where your paychecks, you're like, dang, okay, this is good extra paying some bills money. That's life-changing for a lot of people. So I showed up on a team call and I said, we're going region, but we're changing everything about our daily activity and everything about our daily conversation on this team. We were talking about people, we're talking about lives changed and how we're making a difference. And we're no longer sharing, oh my gosh, we're this QV away. Oh my gosh, we're no longer obsessed with that, because on the 1st of the month, when you're obsessed with QV, you feel like there's an elephant on your chest. You look at the previous month and you're like, oh, I should have done this, or I could have done an extra event, or I could have done this. You shame yourself. And then that carries into the next month and the next month and the next month. So that was pivotal. Our goal as a team was changing 50 lives. So that was a goal. I got on the phone and I said, okay, we're changing 50 lives. Let's do it. That's what we talked about all month long. We went region qual, QV wise, in November 2019. We went region qual. We changed 47 lives. I'm going to give you guys all the numbers up until nation of enrollments. November, 47 lives. We went nation or region qual. December, I swear my team died. Like, I swear they just like quit. I was like, where are you guys at? Aren't we like in this together to change lives? No, but I literally was like, okay, you know what? I'll be the last man standing then. And I was at the coffee shop here in Lincoln, Nebraska, working. I swear I had my ex-husband take off the whole week of work. I swear. I was like, I'm doing this. So we need to figure this out schedule wise. And I'll be at that coffee shop for 4 days. So left every night with a migraine. I stayed until I think they closed at like 11. And there was no way I was going to pull in the QV, you guys. I knew that day one I was at the coffee shop. but it wasn't about that. It was like, I'm showing my team, we're not sleeping on lives being changed here, and we're going to get to that 50, even if I'm the last one standing. So we finished with 29 lives changed. I don't even remember the QV. We dipped down significantly. January obviously was month 3. We wanted to finish, but I didn't even care about the title. I was like, I just want to get 50 lives changed. We haven't hit 50 lives. So funny thing is, this was January of 2020. And I was at RVP 2B training in California at home office. So they're training on how to go region, and we're finishing region. And I thought, oh my gosh, how crazy would it be if we finished region while we're at the training? Like Jean David was there, Jen Orlando, everybody was there. Turns out we did. So I had to make a decision as a leader. Am I going to post on my Instagram, share with the team, share with home office, get a massive celebration, all the congratulations. Oh my gosh, the title, region, the car, region, the car, region, the car, the ring, like all the things. Or am I going to keep my mouth shut because we're not at 50 lives yet? And that's my main priority. So we worked our fannies off the rest of the month. We didn't get to 50. That was our main focus. So I was literally at dinner with Sandy and Wade and like all these amazing Arbonne people, sideline brothers and sisters that I have. And I remember it was $10 away, and the people at the table knew, but I was just like, you guys, we haven't hit 50 lives yet. Like we have to hit, like, that's our main goal. So came home, got my car, surprised my team on close night, and we finished in January with 52 lives changed. I swear, like last minute on close night. So it was awesome. But then I told my team, you guys, we finished QV wise a week ago. Like, but I wanted to show you, it's not about the title. It's not about when you hit it. Yeah, I'm sure it would have felt good. People would have known I finished region a week early, or we did. Like, that's awesome. And at RVP2B and with home office there and all the things. But I knew that this was a moment in my business God wanted me to use to paint a picture of like why we're doing what we're doing, and what Petter had, like why he started Arbonne, right? Was to be people focused. That's what makes Arbonne different. And so we finished with 52 lives changed, finished region. And then this is where things got a little weird and a little crazy. So February, we changed 214 lives. So we went from 52 to 214. March, we did 167. So we dipped down a little bit. And then April, we did 371 lives changed. And then we finished Nation in May. That was not in my to-do, like that was not in my plan. I did not expect that. It was completely out of my control, but I know that it was what our team did and what we chose to focus on in those 3 months going region affected everything for the rest of my Arbonne career. And it was a simple mindset shift. So I could get on here and be like, okay, you need to do this, this, and this, and this to go area or district or region or nation or all the things. I'm going to disrupt all of that. You guys know what to do. If you're on this call, you probably know what to do. You probably know what daily activity looks like, right? You've probably heard of the 2x2x2 system. 2 group presentations a week, 2 sample product drop-offs or send-offs, and 2 take-a-looks. If you do that, you're getting in front of 48 faces a month. You will have success in your business. But if you have shame, if you're obsessing with the QV, if you're PO'd because you didn't hit your title or whatever you wanted previously, and you're carrying that weight with you, you're going to stay exactly where you are. Because my upline was an executive regional vice president for 14 years. And then in 6 months became a 2ID MVP. But that's because she let go of chasing the title. She was focused on lives changed. And then you guys, it's so much more enjoyable, right? It's so much more when you let go of the timeline and you're just like, you know what? I'm just going to bless and serve people. And sometimes I'm like, I don't even know how I'm an MVP, to be honest. My life is a hot mess. But what I do know is that I selflessly love people without expecting anything in return. So if anything I can give you today, go do that. If you're like, okay, I don't know what to do, where to start, how to change my mindset, how does that apply to business? I'm more of a numbers person. Here we go. Go make a new friend every single day. Your business will explode. Go make a new friend every day. Oh my gosh, how easy is that? How much more enjoyable is that than I need to do 426 QV every single day to hit my goal? Like, that's stressful. So yeah, it's a mission. We're called On Mission Nation. It's a mission around a business. We understand the numbers. We teach them they're duplicatable. Everybody learns different. Some people are more numbers focused, and that's why we have that. But our main conversation in our team is, how are we blessing and serving people? And you guys, I have a massive organization and we're building leaders. But what I do know is that I always make sure that we have room for every single person at our table and that every single person feels worthy, loved, and heard. And that's how you build an incredible organization. That's how you build an incredible business. And that's how you leave a legacy. That's how you create a movement. You know, it's not get your $2,500 brick, get your $2,500 brick, get your $2,500 brick, times that by 4. Don't you want the car? Like, you guys aren't going to be buried with your Mercedes and your Louis Vuitton. I'm sorry, you're not. You're going to be buried with the ripple effect and who you make a difference in their life. That's why we're here. This is the vehicle to be able to do that. So I think sometimes, especially after last year, we got a little fearful. We got a little self-centered, a little greedy, a little stressed, all the things. I think we need to come back to who we are as a company, why we're doing what we're doing, what voice do you have in this business and in this company, and what role do you have? And you don't need to wait to be ready to share your voice. Like, you have a voice before you're ready. So share that, because you're not here by accident. And then we also need to come back and remember and just kind of maybe heart check ourselves and check ourselves. A lot of us are still in daily habits for a previous season. I'm going to say that again. Some of us are still in daily habits for a previous season. 2020 was gone 6 months ago. And some of y'all are still living in 2020. Okay? So change your mindset. Regroup. Maybe it's time to rewrite your whys, and then detach yourself from the emotions in this business, because there's going to be a lot of high highs and there's going to be a lot of low lows. And if you ride those, you will not be here very much long. It's too mentally tough on a person if you ride those high highs and those low lows. You have to stay grounded. You have to have blinders on, and you just have to keep riding and not own the timeline and not be worried about, the success. And I know it's hard. I've been there, you guys, when I needed that $500 paycheck. I've been there when I needed the $1,000 paycheck, or the 200 or 100 or whatever it was. I get it's stressful. But if you just trust the process, and for me, I'm just like, God, you're going to take care of me in this journey. And I'm trusting that. And I've got to surrender my business and just keep loving on people, and the rest will come to life. Then it's, I love what I do, because it's not stressful. I'm not worried about the title and all of the things. I even said when to be just TMI, just to be completely transparent with you guys, when my business was struggling a little bit, even after going Nation, I didn't even worry about losing Nation. I was like, and I built it once. It's just a title. It doesn't define me. And that's the last thing I want to wrap up is, you guys, what is your identity outside of Arbonne? Because a lot of us, for me, Arbonne's, I love what I do. Like I said, you guys, it's my world. I like bleed green at this point. I love Arbonne. I love it. But I know my identity is not in my Arbonne business, because if it was, then I would crash and burn when my business crashed and burned, or when the world crashed and burned. So you have to ask yourself, who am I and what do I have to offer this world outside of my Arbonne business? And then a question to sit on for you guys is, why does Arbonne need my voice? And some of you might be able to answer that right now. Some might take 3 years. That's okay. But it's a question maybe you want to put on your bathroom mirror and just ask yourself every single day, why does Arbonne need my voice? And who are you looking to bring alongside of you to sit at your table? Why do you want to build it longer? What space do you want to create for people that might not be look, walk, or talk like the people on this call? Like, we have so much room to grow, and so much more space to have people who don't walk, talk, and look like us to come sit with us too, and to make a difference. So 80% of success is psychology. And if I give you the technical things right now on how to build your business, but you don't change your mindset, you're not going to do it. You're not. You're going to lie to your upline about your activity and about your reach outs and about how well you guys have been there. I'm just telling you the truth. Just be authentic, be transparent, and focus on lives change. For our team, we're on mission to help people feel worthy, loved, and heard. That's our mission. That's the name of my ministry, Worthy, Loved, and Heard. That's what I've created in the space that I've created on our nation. But then I'm looking to help men and women find their mission. So that's their voice, and they're going to go create that on their team, and they're going to help their people find their voice and their mission. Because each one of us, Valerie Edwards, one of my uplines, she has a nonprofit in Guatemala. Awesome. It wasn't my thing. It's not my thing. And that's okay, because Valerie Edwards kills it, but then I kill it at something else. And you guys are all going to kill it at whatever you've been called to do. So lean into that. And if you don't know what you're called to do yet, be around people, be around at more events, be on more calls, because I didn't discover it on my own. Molly pointed out to me my upline, and I'm grateful that she did, but it could be a sideline. It could be a downline that just says, have you ever thought that you'd be really great at this? Or you are just so good at doing this, this, and this, or helping people this, this, and this. The more that I believe how someone discovers their purpose or their calling is through community. And so immerse yourself in that. And we learned in Green Bay, 10% unity is 10% power. 50% unity is 50% power. 100% unity is 100% power. So go find more people that want to be a part of this movement, get them on the calls, get them at the retreats, paint a big picture of what this community does in people's lives, and just focus on lives change. You guys, I promise you, your business is going to be far more enjoyable. It's probably going to explode. You're probably going to find your purpose, which is the best thing ever about what we do. And set your emotions aside, because you cannot ride the high highs and the low lows. Just do the activity. Like, that's it. Here's what we do is not hard. I promise you, it is not hard. And if you have to heart check yourself before you do the activity, I've had to do that a lot of days where I'm like, okay, why am I reaching out to this person? Am I wanting to get a sale? Am I expecting them to be incredible so they can bring my organization $2,500? Or am I going to heart check myself and say, dang, I really don't know their story. Like, I wonder what they're missing in their life, or I wonder what they're going through. I'll sit in restaurants, you guys, and I'll like people watch, and I'm like, I bet there's so many hurting people who are going to bed at night praying for extra money, or praying for extra friendships, or authentic friendships, or clean product that they don't even know, like what they're putting into their body and on their skin. So start just changing the way you think, and you're going to show up different in your business and in your conversations. And that will forever change. Like, that is what will take you to the next level in your business. I think that, yeah. Oh, it's 55. I went over 5 minutes. I'm done. Thanks, guys.
Here we go. Kenzie, I was not about to stop you. You could have kept on going another half hour, and I think we would have all continued to just listen, learn, take notes. Did I tell you wise beyond her years? That is absolutely amazing. And, you know, our recognition page, instead of Tops and personal sponsoring, says, if y'all look at it close, it says Tops and changing lives. And yet I want to focus even more on that. It's on that page that flashes up there once a month. But we need to be talking about this every single solitary day in our team. And I will never forget this. And you've had a huge impact on all of us. And can we just like clap for it? I wish we could give you a standing ovation. That we would, if you could see us all, except we're all in our Zoom, you know, probably don't want to stand, show more than the waist up. But
yeah, we're all wearing sweatpants on bottom. I know, you guys, I get it. I'm wearing pajama shorts. No, thank you guys. And hopefully we see you soon. Dina, it was so nice meeting you. And I hope to see you. Well, I'll see you in Maui.
I'll see you in Maui. I love you so much. And Kenzie has a sick little boy, so I told her she could do this first. And she also has another call coming up that I let her say goodbye And then our new district manager, Chelsea Montgomery, is going to share with us for the next couple of minutes. So Kenzie,
Bye, guys.
you can leave, but we love you and we appreciate you so much.
Bye.
Very powerful. All right. Bye. Wow. I don't even know what to say to follow that, but I don't have to follow that. Chelsea does. So where's Chelsea? Where'd you go, girl? You were on, there you go. Okay. Chelsea, I am so proud of Chelsea. And Amber, if we had time, I'd let you give her a long introduction because you've been telling me about Chelsea for months now. Chelsea just promoted to district effective August 1st. And she and I had our new district manager call last night. What a joy to get to know her. So I asked her if she would take about 3 minutes tonight and share a little of her story and what she sees this business as the vehicle for her life. And then we're going to do the recognition and we will wrap up here in just a few more minutes. So all yours, Chelsea.
All right. Hey, everybody. I'm really nervous. I'm not used to being in front of the camera. I am a full-time wedding photographer for the past 13 years. So I'm used to being behind the camera and like controlling things. So like Kenzie was saying, I'm super introverted. So I'm like sweating and nervous. So if I fumble over my words, just bear with me. But I wanted to share just briefly. I signed up last year, well, 2019, under Amber as a preferred client, and she was sharing about 30 days to healthy living, and I tried it. And then, of course, once the 30 days to healthy living was over, she asked me to take a look at the business, and my immediate feeling was like, no, because I had done network marketing before and it didn't work out for me. But I wanted to be nice, and I was like, okay, I'll listen. It's hard to say no to Amber. So when she told me about Arbonne and the business, I couldn't say no. And I was so nervous. Like she remembers, I was just like, okay, I'm super nervous, but I'm going to say yes. And so that was, not 2019, 2020, actually, when I did the 30 days and I signed up. So of course it was right in the middle of the pandemic when I started. And it took me a long time to get here, a lot longer than I wanted. I thought when I would start Arbonne, I would just, become an RVP, within 6 months, and it did not happen. So I finally reached DM a year later, and, I wanted to give up so many times, and Amber was just there the whole time rooting me on, and I was just so thankful for her. But the biggest change for me was once I hit May 1st, I decided I'm going to share about Arbonne every day on Instagram stories until I hit district manager. I just wanted to share with everybody. The only way that's very comfortable for me as an introvert is to get on Instagram and share. And I really think those little seeds helped grow my business. And I got, a ton of new preferred clients and Facebook party hosts just from sharing, behind my phone. And so I just wanted to encourage you, if you're waiting, to get to the next rank or grow your business, don't give up. It takes those little seeds. And to remember that, a flower doesn't grow overnight. It starts with a seed. So that's all I wanted to share. So thank you.
Unmute, Dina, unmute.
There we go. Okay, I clicked it, but it didn't stay clicked. Sorry. Chelsea, thank you. I would not have known you were nervous because it just came from your heart. And if you hadn't said that, we would not have known that. So thank you. We are so happy to have you part of the Hope Dealers family. And I think you're coming tomorrow night to Allison still. Yay, we'll get to meet you and recognize you in person. So congrats. And what does he say? Take a breath and not a break. And I was thrilled to know you're going for area manager, and I'm thrilled. That's the way to do it. Keep on going. Well, we're going to wrap up after we do the recognition. Connolly's going to read this. I'm going to share the screen, and maybe there we go. And can you
Okay. Okay, you guys, congrats to everybody in Qual for District Manager, Julia Jane McNulty, Tammy Lau, Amy Muir, Cynthia Raber, Juniper Bondari, and Jordan Boville. And congrats, Miss Chelsea Montgomery, promoted by Amber Fry. We are so proud of you, our newest district manager. Achiever Awards, Independent Consultant Achiever Award. Way to go, Chelsea. District Manager Achiever Awards, Amber Fry, Dina Kretzer, myself. Area Manager Achiever Awards, Amber Fry and Dina Kretzer. Congratulations. All right, let's cue the confetti. Top and personally changing lives. Personally enrolling 5 or more with 150. Pam Bradley, excuse me, with 11. Go girl. Amber Fry as well with 10. They earned their fizzy 10. Congratulations. Chelsea Montgomery and Dina Kretzer. Awesome job.
And here we go.
Okay, so top districts and enrolling. Amber Fry, Pam Bradley, and myself. Top areas in enrolling, Amber Fry, Dina Kretzer, and me. Yay, way to go. Top and personal sales and perfect brick. So personal sales, Dina Kretzer, Amber Fry, Pam Bradley. Way to go. Perfect brick, Pam Bradley, Amber Fry, Chelsea Montgomery, and Dina Kretzer. And you can see the perfect brick, what that means down below. That's also kind of what Kenzie was talking about too, but it sounds like in those personal sales, we have some people who are really racking up some points for the trip. So I just want to say, if you're getting super pumped about the trip, like we're with you. Let's keep pumping each other up about that and all be in Cancun, please, in March together.
That is my dream. And I know it's a realistic dream. And thank you. I love the changing lives. That's every new preferred client. You got that. It's it doesn't mean that's somebody who started the business to change their life, but changing life is every single person who becomes a new preferred client, because it is going to change their lives in some way. So I'm going to just wrap up. You might have known that with the Olympics and how much I always find sports parallels, that something would jump out at me. Did anyone see, it was just a couple of nights ago, a US young girl named Jade who won the floor. Did anyone see her huge mistake the day before on the vault? It was this heartbreaking thing that her dad was there. He's her coach. What is her last name? Jade Carey. If you want to look it up and see if you can even see any of this. But she made this horrible error that, an Olympian athlete usually would not make on the vault, that totally took her out of something that she had every, expectation of getting a medal in. And I watched her dad, be the dad and not the coach, as he, gave her the hug. But I thought, oh my gosh, what's he going to say to her, off camera when they're away? And, she had to come back within 24 hours to compete on the floor exercise. And she nailed it. She won the gold in that just 24 hours after she had made such a horrible, unexpected mistake. And I thought, wonder what her dad said. I bet he didn't say anything like, how could you miss something like that? We practiced 1,000 times. How could you do that? I bet he said, you go out there as the world-class athlete that you are. You're a winner. You're a professional. I could just picture the things that he had to say, because this girl had to be so strong to come back out there and do that. And if you watch the interview after, I just wrote down her short quote. She said, they said, how did you do it? How did you come back in 24 hours? And she said, she was referencing herself and her dad coach. I think it's more her, but she gave credit to her dad. She said, we had to put yesterday behind us and focus on what we wanted to get done today. And I never gave up. And I thought, I'm going to share that, because so many times, so especially y'all are going for goals that you think, I have not reached this before. I have not reached area before. I've not reached district before, but it's not about what you didn't do before. Just take her quote, put yesterday behind you, focus on what you want to get done today, and never give up. So yeah, Diana spelled it exactly right. If you want to, Google, YouTube and watch any of that, it's incredibly inspirational. But I will let you go because we're a little bit over, but let's go out and make this a month where we share with each other the lives that we're changing. I love that focus. We'll never change from that. All right. Good night, everyone. Chelsea, thank you again. Bye-bye.